40,000 years ago, there were no alarms, no phones, no glowing screens waiting beside your bed. You wake slowly to the sound of crackling firewood somewhere nearby. Cold air moves through the entrance of a rocky shelter as faint morning light begins to touch the stone walls around you. You are not a caveman swinging wildly at monsters. You are fully human. You think like we do. You feel fear, love, loneliness, curiosity, and hope exactly like modern people. And strangely enough, your life may feel slower and calmer than ours does today. Because 40,000 years ago, human beings lived according to firelight, weather, and the rhythm of nature itself. The first thing you notice is the smell. Smoke from the fire, animal hides drying nearby, cold earth beneath your body. You slept close to others for warmth during the night. Children rested beside parents. Elders slept closest to the fire. Outside the shelter, the world is silent except for wind and distant birds. There are no cities, no roads, no machines, only forests, rivers starved, and danger. The fire beside you is the most important object in the world. Without it, your people could freeze during winter nights. Predators would move closer in darkness. Food could not be cooked safely. Someone in the group always protected the embers during the night. Usually an elder, because starting a new fire from scratch was difficult and precious. As morning arrives, nobody rushes. There's no work schedule waiting, no emails, no school buses. Life moves slowly. Many scientists believe ancient humans often slept in several stages throughout the night. People woke up after midnight to feed the fire, talk quietly, or watch for danger outside before falling asleep again. The modern idea of sleeping 8 uninterrupted hours may actually be unusual in human history. Eventually, people begin preparing for the day. Breakfast is simple. There are no kitchens filled with packaged food, no coffee brewing in the background. You eat whatever's available, maybe leftover roasted meat from the previous night, maybe wild berries collected nearby, maybe roots pulled from wet ground beside a river. Ancient humans ate an enormous variety of foods depending on the season and environment. Insects, nuts, fish, seeds, wild grains, eggs, honey, and edible plants all help people survive, and despite popular myths, hunting was not the main source of food every single day. Most calories likely came from gathering. Women, children, and elders often collected plants, nuts, roots, and berries while moving through familiar land. This required incredible knowledge. A single mistake could mean eating something poisonous. People memorized hundreds of plants and understood exactly when and where they grew. That knowledge was survival itself. And unlike modern society, these humans lived extremely close to nature. They noticed every cloud movement, every animal track, every unusual sound in the forest. Nature was not background scenery. It was life, and sometimes death, because danger was everywhere. Wolves moved through the darkness. Huge cave hyenas hunted in packs. Lions, bears, and other predators shared the landscape with humans. At night, the fire created a boundary between safety and the unknown. Beyond the light, something could always be watching, yet humans possessed one terrifying advantage over other animals: endurance. Unlike most predators, humans sweat to cool their bodies. This allowed ancient hunters to do something almost unbelievable: persistence hunting. Instead of sprinting after animals, humans simply kept walking hour after hour. An antelope or deer would run away quickly at first, but eventually the animal overheated and became exhausted. Humans continued following slowly under the hot sun until the prey collapsed from heat and fatigue. Imagine being an animal in the ancient world and realizing the strange creatures behind you never stopped coming. This ability may have made humans some of the most terrifying hunters on Earth. But hunting was dangerous. A single injury could become deadly. There were no hospitals, no antibiotics, no emergency rescue, so cooperation became essential. Food was shared among the group because survival depended on community. If one hunter failed today, someone else might succeed tomorrow. Humans survived because they worked together, and surprisingly, many anthropologists believe ancient hunter-gatherers may have worked far fewer hours than modern people. Sometimes only 4 to 6 hours a day were spent gathering food, hunting, or performing necessary tasks. The rest of the time was spent talking, resting, grooming, making tools, playing music, or telling stories beside the fire. In many ways, they had something modern people struggle to find: uninterrupted time. Afternoons were often spent creating tools and repairing equipment. Stone blades were carefully shaped using techniques passed down through generations. This was not primitive stupidity. Making sharp flint tools required planning, precision, and deep understanding of materials. Ancient humans also used glue-like substances made from tree resin and other natural materials to attach spearheads. Even 40,000 years ago, human beings were inventors, and they were artists too. Deep inside dark caves, humans painted animals across stone walls using charcoal and natural pigments. Some caves required dangerous journeys through complete darkness to reach the paintings hidden inside. Nobody knows exactly why they created them. Maybe rituals, maybe storytelling, maybe teaching younger generations. But one thing's clear: humans have always needed meaning. Music existed too. Archaeologists have discovered ancient flutes carved from bird bones, tens of thousands of years old. Imagine hearing music beside a fire while snow falls quietly outside a Stone Age shelter. In that moment, ancient people may not have felt very different from us at all. As evening returns, the temperature begins to fall. The world slowly grows darker. Children move closer to the fire. Voices become quieter. Somebody adds more wood to the flames. Outside the shelter, predators move through the darkness once again. But inside the circle of firelight, people tell stories. Stories about animals, about ancestors, about spirits and survival. This may have been the beginning of human culture itself, and before sleep finally arrives, you look upward. Above you stretches a night sky untouched by cities or artificial light. Thousands of stars cover the darkness. For ancient humans, the universe must have felt endless, terrifying, and beautiful. 40,000 years ago, life was harder in many ways. People faced hunger, injury, disease, and predators constantly. But they also lived with deep connection to nature, to family, and to each other. Perhaps that is why these ancient humans survived long enough for us to exist today. The fire burns softly beside you. The hunt can wait until morning. For now, you can finally rest.